And today, what we're covering is integrating JSON data into your documents with DocumentsCorePack. All right. So let's talk a little bit about DocumentsCorePack, the core capabilities, what you're used to seeing, what you've kind of used before. Number one is design. So it's Microsoft Word based. You map fields from Dataverse into your template, right? With that template, then we save it up to Dataverse or Dynamics, and then we'll generate and deliver. Either send it, we'll generate that document, send it via email, send it out for an e-signature, save to SharePoint, etc. Last but not least is the Documents Core Pack connector, where you can totally automate this inside of Power Automate. And it looks like from the survey, a lot of you guys are starting to use Power Automate. So you can see here, basically those basically the three pillars of Documents Core Pack. Let's talk a little bit about what's new, what we're talking about today. Number one is in your design to be able to map fields from a JSON schema. And the second piece here is to supply JSON data via the create documents action. Okay. So this is what we're covering today. So for those of you not familiar, I guess the question is, what is JSON? JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. JSON is a format for storing and transporting data. It's very, very common. It's very much in the kind of the back end. You don't usually see it. You may have seen it before. Give a little example here from Power Automate inputs and outputs here. Everything here is based on JSON data. You can see here, this is an email message. This is some of the information, the activity parties and everything like that it pulls back. This is the formatting here. This is the actual created message. So Power Automate uses JSON to kind of communicate between the little the connectors. All right. So how are we going to get this into our documents? I guess the big question before that is, why will we do this? Couple of reasons to do that. So it allows you to add data outside your Dataverse and Dynamics to your document. Okay. And Power Automate allows to access and compose JSON from many sources. So you can pull things from different locations, right, without having that in the Dataverse. And that leads me to kind of a third point here, which we don't have on the slide here. Sometimes you don't need data inside your Dataverse, right? Sometimes you don't want to store that, right? A couple of reasons. Number one is, duplication of data across different systems, right? That can lead to kind of some sync issues, right? Usually your other system has the data, has the live data and everything in it, and maybe the stuff that you're storing in Dynamics is it's not synced properly yet. The other reason that you want to do that is for capacity costs, right? I mean, if database storage in Dynamics is relatively expensive. Sometimes you don't want to store these things in there, but you want to be able to get those things and put it into a document, right? So let's talk a little bit about JSON support in Documents Core Pack. All right. Number one is to be able to prepare your template. You can specify a JSON schema and map the fields just like you're used to. Again, we'll go over this in a demo, kind of show you how this is done. All right. And last, you're going to supply that JSON data, basically prepare and add that in JSON format in with the Documents Core Pack connector here. Again, I will show this again here in the demonstration. All right. So what we're going to do today in our live demo here, I'll just kind of explain the use case, what we're doing it, why we're doing it, show you how to prepare a template to accept JSON, and how to submit JSON to your document. So I want to go ahead and flip over here to my Power App, basically created a Power App. So basically what we have here is this is again a hypothetical. I mentioned this to someone's, like, they were like, "You're really doing this?" But no, this is just a hypothetical. Um, so what we're doing is we are having just a whole day of learning about Documents Core Pack. We're gonna invite everybody on our contact list, and anybody that shows up, right, we're going to provide a free lunch. Well, our caterer has said to us, "Hey, we need to, can you provide vouchers for that so that when people show up, that we can just scan it with a QR code, see what they're having, and then give that to them, right?" So what we want to do, we prepared just a little Power App so that when people come in and register, then they can move over and they can select what they want for lunch, right? So we have different things here, different information here, our mains, our sides, our drinks, whether they want ice, light ice, or no ice, and any kind of special request that they want. Okay. So all this information we need to get to a basically to this voucher, right? But of course, I don't want to store what you're having for lunch inside my dynamic system, right? Okay. So how do I go about doing that? Well, first of all, I need to create the voucher in Documents Core Pack. So let me just kind of show you how I would do that using JSON, right? So as you guys are all well aware, if you use Documents Core Pack before and you've created templates before, you usually have these couple of tabs here, your standard and additional tabs, right? And it's just basically just a click like what you're used to, just to put that information into Documents Core Pack, right? I think Michael has posted the article inside the chat. If you kind of follow along, there is a settings key that you have to set inside your dynamic system. That's going to give you this third tab, which is the JSON tab, right? And all I need to do for this is go ahead and add my JSON schema. So I want to add the query here, and I have this nice little window here. I could open up a schema file. If I already have a schema file, I can use that, or I can just copy and paste. Now, the main question is, where are you getting your schema from? Well, there's a lot of things, a lot of things out there. If you have a set of JSON data, there's a lot of third-party apps out there, or it's just websites and everything like that. You can put that into your JSON output, and you'll get your JSON schema back. But in our particular case, I'm just going to go ahead and use my run history from my Power app. From my Power Automate, from my flow, basically to get that JSON schema. So you can see here, basically, what I'm doing in my Power app is I'm passing that information onto a flow. It's going to run the flow. So what I did originally was just go ahead and I set up the flow originally and just ran it one time, just pushing all this data over, just so I could get this schema right here. So here it is. It's already set up for me in flow. So I have that information right there. The other thing that I can see too as well from here is, like, if I look at the outputs here, the raw outputs, again, kind of like what we showed in the demo here, I have my different outputs here. And what I'm interested is down here, this body here, this little section right here. This is my data that's being output by the Power App here. So I'll want to grab that when I'm setting this up later. So just kind of remember this, right? This little piece right here. Couple of things though to note, and this is one of the things, like, you'll get this back and you'll see this description, right? So if I took this and let's see here, yeah, that's right. I have to copy it out. I can put that into my schema here, right? I have all that information in there, and when I say okay, see here, I have this enter initial value. Well, I don't want that. So sometimes you're going to have to come in, say with a notepad, like I've done here, and edit this description, right, to get it to be like the correct thing. So I know exactly what I'm putting in there. So let me just go ahead and copy that out. And I can edit this again. Select all, paste in my new information here. I've got my descriptions right and everything like that. Yeah, I do. Hello. Let me add this query again. And I added it correctly. There we go. So I have everything in there, right? So I have all the information that I'm having come from my Power App, right? So again, just like this, I can insert these things into Documents Core Pack just like I would any other field, right? So really simple to do. So, through the magic of being prepared, I've gone ahead and I've set up my particular voucher, what I want to do. So you can see here, you can mix these things up. I have here just normal text, static text, fields basically from here, just grabbing, like, say, for example, like the full name, the account name, the job title, etc. I'm pulling in the entity image, and then I'm pulling in my JSON values here. So I want to show them the main that they've chosen, the side that they've chosen, the drink with their option, whether they want ice or not, and then any special requests there. And then I'm combining that all into just a QR code, right? So that they can scan it and see what the person's going to get. All right. All right, cool. So I have this, and let's go ahead. We save it back. And then the next thing that I need to do is kind of set up my Power App here. So I have my Power App already set up. I'm not really going to go into detail in this. We've done information on Power App on a Power App before, so you can go ahead and take a look at that. But here, basically, what I'm doing here is on submit here. Basically, I'm passing these values to my my flow, right? I'm passing these, I believe, 6 values here. I'm passing the GUID, the what they've chosen here for the main, what they've chosen for the side, the drink, etc. I'm passing all those values. And this is what then my flow looks like here. So let me go ahead and grab that and edit my flow. This is really simple to do. So here I'm getting my information from the Power App. The Power App is delivering those. So then I need to store those in variables, different variables here. Relatively simple. Just you're grabbing that information there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create an email, just an email row. Okay. Really not much to do here because DocumentsCorePack kind of does all that for you. The only thing that I do like to do is in here, because, there's a lot of stuff here that kind of goes with it, is I like to set the subject in here. Okay. Pretty much it. Go ahead and set the subject. All right. Next thing that I want to do is I'm going to create that document. So I'm going to give it my template. These are required fields, right? So I'm going to give it my template. I'm going to give it the GUID of the row from my variable. I'm going to select my file type, which is going to be HTML in this case. And then I need to set my advanced options. You see here, I want to attach this to the email message above. And then this is where I'm going to enter in my JSON data, right? So as you saw before, I said, take a look at this, remember it. This is going to be my output. So all I need to do here is take that output, paste it in here, remove the values from it, and just add my dynamic values in there. So it's just from my variables, right? So I just give it that and put my row ID, my main, my side, my drink, and everything like that. So it'll take all that. So it doesn't matter what I put into the app, it's going to use the correct record, pull that information over. Next thing I'm doing here is I'm also creating a PDF as well and attaching that. Last but not least, I'm then sending the email, just grabbing the email message, grabbing the regarding record, right? Just letting it know it's contact, and then grabbing the email from that particular contact. That's it. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Power App, show you kind of how it works. So let's say for myself here, let's see here. I'm going to want chicken. I want a salad with that, trying to, eat a little bit healthier. I'm going to take a Diet Coke. Well, actually, you know what? Let's take a water instead. And with that water, I want light ice. So, and for any kind of special requests or anything like that, I really don't have any, but if I wanted to, I can enter something in here. So let's go ahead and submit that. What that's going to do, we're going to flip back over here to the flow. All right. And we'll take a look at this. So this flow is now up and running. It's going. First part goes through really, really quickly. We probably missed a bunch of it. But right now what it's doing, it's creating that document. It's taking data from Dataverse, right, and inputting that. And then it's taking data here from my JSON and putting that also into my document, right? So it's putting those two things. It's taking that from the outside source and then from Dataverse as well, combine those two together, taking that and sending that email. So let's go over here to my contact here. So let me refresh my timeline here, and you can see I've got my email here with my lunch voucher. I went ahead and it would send this out. Okay, so I have my lunch voucher here. You can see here I've got my information here from Dataverse, from my dynamics, and then also chicken, salad, water with light ice, no special requests. And if you do scan this QR code, if you feel like it, it does output that exactly what I'm having. Also, you can see here too, if you want this in a PDF format, because a lot of people like PDFs, to print it out, does the same exact thing here. So you can do that basically in any format. All right. Good deal. So let's see. Pretty much. All right. So I want to go ahead and mention that free trials are available for all of our add-ons. So you can, like, if you don't have this, you can download this today, install it, and get going in about 30 minutes. All right. There's no functional limitations, so you can actually try this out if you want to. Also, it's fully supported. So if you have any issues, you can contact us and we'll get that rolling for you. I want to thank everybody for coming today. Of course, you can find us on the web at www.mscrm-addons. If you have any technical questions or anything like that, check out our knowledge base. That's where you're going to find this article. It's support.mscrm-addons.com. And again, we have a YouTube channel with all of our old webinars and also a bunch of how-tos or anything like that.